We have a lot of backyard when we bought this house, and we wanted to create a fire pit. So this is how we started. With some landscaping fabric and terrace board, here is the amount that we used to create this circle. We decided that we didn't just want a fire pit, we also wanted bench seating. So here is me and my husband creating the bench seats out of pressure treated lumber. The angles of these were really hard to find, so here are the angles and the amounts that we used. Then we had to test them to make sure that they were pretty stable for everyone to sit upon. We cut these 18 inches high, which is normal seat height. Then we had to tamp around the ring that we bought to install our pavers. These are just 7-inch pavers. Here's the link for those. These are 7 inches by 4 inches by 2 inches, and we put them around the fire ring. We created a circle all the way around and then layered the circle but staggered the pavers. Since the pavers are staggered, it doesn't really matter that they are rectangular because it still creates a circular shape around it, and now little fingers won't burn themselves if they get too close to this metal fire ring. We continued to stack all the way around this fire ring, and I believe we stacked it 4 or 5 layers high just to ensure that no one getting too close to the fire pit would accidentally get burned. Then it was time for river rock, and we spent a majority of our time emptying the bags and leveling out the river rock that we bought. This is the river rock that we used specifically, and this is how many bags we had to use to cover this entire area. In total, this circle is about 8 feet in length on either side, so we have a 16-foot diameter, which puts everybody at least 6 feet away when they're seated. Once we got the bags emptied out, this is what it looked like, and we realized we needed about 24 more bags. In total, I believe we used about 60 bags just to cover this 16-inch diameter ring. Here's the totals for the rock, the lumber, the fabric, the terrace board, the fire ring, and the pavers. Then we had to stamp out the rock and get it all level. Here's my favorite part of the entire process though. Spraying off the mud from this river rock was so satisfying that my husband and I both decided to do half and half because it was so much fun to uncover these really cool colors. It was definitely a huge difference just spraying these off because I thought these river rocks were just going to be muddy the entire time, and it turned out so pretty. This was my favorite rock. We had to get a close-up of it, and here is our after. So this is just our little fire pit, a little slice of heaven here in Michigan. In total, this is what we spent on the entire project from start to finish. If you want to see more of our work, follow us on YouTube or check out our website at dowellremodel.com.